Hey guys, welcome to IBU Sports. I'm Blake Atwell.
I'm TD.
And I'm Trey Shears.
And this
is IBU Sports.
So for my West starting five, I'm going to go with the guards first. I'm going to start with Russell Westbrook, and I'm putting him over Steph Curry because the fan voting right now, they have Curry at about 1.3 million and Westbrook about 800,000. And I put Westbrook over Curry because Curry has been injured about 11 games, I think, and he's missed a significant chunk of time out of this upcoming first half of the season. And Westbrook is playing phenomenally, but the Thunder are struggling. But I feel like Westbrook is the best player on the Thunder, and he continues to play at a ridiculous level, dropping triple doubles left and right. So that's why I have him at my first guard. My second guard, James Harden, Chef Harden, cooking up the sauce. I have him at the second guard. The reason for that I have him is he is top 3 in MVP this year so far. And the Rockets have been struggling though. They have lost a couple games and they kind of slipped a little bit. They're still in the second seed, but Harden is putting up numbers that are insane. He's averaging like 20 points, 11 assists, and he's just continuing to be the offensive facilitator of that Rockets squad. And now for my front court players, my 3 front court players. In the West, I have AD on my number 1 spot, Anthony Davis. I put the brow there because he is a superstar, no doubt about it. Even though the Pelicans are really struggling, they struggled last year with their bench cannot get it done. We've constantly talked about their bench and how horrible they are, and that team is going nowhere fast. But AD continues to be a star that can shine above the trash that is the New Orleans Pelicans. For my second front court player, I have KD, Kevin Durant, the snake himself. I have Kevin Durant there because he is the best player on the Warriors, in my opinion. That could be argued, but he is leading that squad to another tremendous season, possibly championship year season. He has really added the defensive presence to this squad that already has so much to offer, and he is stepping it up on defense. He's averaging the most blocks
He's
per game.
He's career high in blocks at around 2.5.
Yeah, and leading the league in blocks as a small forward. That's just ridiculous, and that's why I have him at number 2. And my third spot, this is a tough one. There's a lot of good front court players out there in the West, but I'm gonna have to go with DeMarcus Cousins, the other head of the Twin Towers in New Orleans. I picked Cousins because he is a once-in-a-lifetime center. I feel like him and Embiid just shine above the rest of the centers in this league with how much talent they show. Their outside scoring, their inside scoring, their post-up, their rebounding and defensive skills are unparalleled. And Cousins putting up ridiculous numbers again for like the 5th year in a row, and he deserves to be in this 3rd spot for my front court. And Blake, what do you have to add on that?
Yeah, I think your front court is solid, and I think that's how it will turn out as far as the 3 of them being named one of the top 10 players by the coaches and the fans and all that. I think it'll be really interesting to see how these teams shake out.
So I'm going to kick out DeMarcus Cousins because you can't have 2 players from the same team. It doesn't matter how good they are. He'll end up being they both will end up being reserves. But the nomination of the starter, that nomination that really thrives them, right? So I can't have 2 guys from the same team that might not even make the playoffs. So I'm going to throw in LaMarcus Aldridge from the Spurs. They're in the 3 seed right now, and they've been playing really good. They're right behind the Rockets. And through the first 2 months of the NBA this season, he's their best player. Because of Kawhi being out, he's thrived in that role, and he's putting up around 20 points per game, which I believe as the center, which is almost the diminished position in basketball at this point, I still feel like it's starting to come back a little bit with some of these guys like Kat, like Joel Embiid, even Kristaps Porzingis. I'm going to consider him a center. Those types of guys, I feel like he's going to be able to play in that role. And I feel like because he's the best player on the third team in the West, I feel like that's enough to put him in over a guy that might not even make the playoffs.
All right, guys. Well, that's it for us. Thanks for watching IBU Sports.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Keep it classy, guys.
Always classy.